Welcome to Season 12 of Knit and Crochet Now. I'm your host, Connie Ellison. Join me for lessons and learning from leading experts on our fresh new set for knitting and crocheting. This season, we feature projects and stitches so spectacular, we guarantee you're going to fall in love with them. From trendy pocket shawls and flattering tunics to top-down beanies and mosaic afghans, plus handy pet covers and everyone's favorite seasonal project, gnomes. Every episode features both a knit and a crochet design. Plus, join Lena Skvargason for a featured scarf in the Stitch Corner, where you can knit or crochet along with us each week. Today, we begin with Gansey lace pullovers. Traditional Gansey sweaters were weatherproof garments designed to keep fishermen around the coast of the UK warm and dry. We've lightened up the traditional look with a modern version that features open work and multiple textured stitches. First up is Toni Lipsey and the Samsara lace pullover. Join Toni as she demonstrates this elegant and textural but lightweight tee, complete with side vents that give it a look perfect for all body styles. Then it's time for our Learn a Stitch Scarves lesson with Lena Skvargason. We begin with a cornelian stripe crochet scarf made with a super easy granny stitch. It's stitched using only chain and double crochet stitches and is finished off with an optional picot edge to add some flair to the graphic look. We end with a gorgeous monsoon knit pullover demonstrated by Britt Smishing. With this variety of stitches, including a dotted stockinette and a petal lace, this pullover is as fun to make as it is to wear. So, let's meet Toni and get this episode started.
From the editors of Annie's Creative Studio, Crochet World, and Crochet Magazine, it's Knit and Crochet Now, presenting new designs and stitching techniques featuring Connie Ellison, Lena Skvargason, Toni Lipsey, Britt Smishing. Stay tuned for knitting, crocheting, yarns, needles, and more. Today's project is Gansey lace pullovers.
Hi, I'm Toni Lipsey, and if you've been nervous about making your first wearable, I've got the perfect pattern for you. This is the Samsara lace pullover. What's nice about this project is you get a lot of visual interest from the open and airy textures, but you also have a lot of fun stitching it up because your stitches are always changing. So what we'll do today is practice some of the fun stitches you'll see in this project. The first stitch pattern that we're going to practice is this chain space stitch. What you'll notice is that instead of working into the actual tops of the stitches, we're going to work into these chain spaces in between. This gives us a really fun grid texture, and also if you're wearing this in the spring or summer, it'll make sure that you stay nice and cool. So to start that row, we'll begin with a chain 3, which counts as your first double crochet. We're going to turn our work and we're going to jump right into this first chain space. So for a double crochet, we yarn over, pull up a loop in that space, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. To achieve this chain space kind of texture that we have here, we'll chain 1, and we're going to skip the next double crochet. And again, we're only focusing on these chain spaces. So another double crochet goes here. So we've got a chain space right behind it. So we kind of continue with this same look. Chain 1, double crochet in the next space. Chain 1, and double crochet in the next space. So you'll have several rows of this texture in the sweater, and it goes by really quickly. So we'll double crochet in this last space here. We'll chain 1. We skip this next double crochet. We'll focus on our turning chain, which is made up of 3 chains. So we'll count up 1, 2, 3, and on that third chain, we'll place a double crochet. Start with a yarn over, pull up a loop in that chain, and complete your double crochet. So that's our chain space texture. We've got this beautiful grid going. Now we'll step it up a little bit with another stitch that you'll see in this project. This one is the V stitch. So this one is a take on double crochets that we'll place in the same chain space, but we'll separate it by a chain of its own. here we go. We'll start with a chain 3 and turn our work. We'll double crochet in our next stitch, and now we can get into our V-stitches. So what you'll see right here is that we've got a V-stitch, and we want to work in the chain space of the V-stitch 1 row below. So we'll start by placing a double crochet into that chain space, and we'll follow that with a chain 1, and we're going to go right back into that space with another double crochet. That's how we'll create our V-stitch.